Hello raving fans, Diane Cardano-Casacio. The April edition of the Hot Off the Press Market Report is here. Spring has finally sprung and it's time to celebrate the end of that hard winter. Well, I have some pretty interesting information to share with you. Let's just jump right into the news right away. What people may be thinking about right now is what's going to happen to home prices. Is this increase in prices really sustainable? Are we heading toward another bubble? Can people really afford to buy, especially if interest rates continue to rise? So let's just take a look at what is really causing the prices to be increasing. This slide looks at housing supply year over year. March numbers aren't in yet, so it stops at February, all right? Each of the months, it tells you how much inventory was available this year compared to last year at that same month. As we can see, inventory is still down over 8%. So the amount of supply that's available to the market, the amount of available listings for sale is down over 8%. At the same time, let's take a look at buyer traffic, which is the demand side of the equation. March numbers are not out yet, but buyer traffic right now in February is greater than it was last May during the spring buying season. You know, everyone says sell your house in the spring. That's when all the buyers are here. Well, there are more buyers out here right now than there were in May of last year. So it's important that we understand how supply is low and demand is very high. So why are prices going up? It's simply a matter of supply and demand. What I've done is given you the last 3 months, and again, the March numbers aren't in yet. I took December, January, February, and I showed you what demand was doing as compared to last year. Those are the blue bars, and that's what supply is compared to last year. And we can see in each of these 3 months, there was greater demand this year than the year before. And each of these 3 months, there was less supply this year than the year before. The only good news is we'll get into a balanced market when the blue bar is very, very small and the red bar is very, very small. And we're heading in that direction. But buyer demand is going to continue to be very, very strong, which is great. Now, Rick Palicious, Director of Research at John Burns Real Estate Consulting, said that buyers thought they could wait forever because interest rates were going to stay low forever. Well, they're starting to realize that if you're going to buy, you should probably buy now as interest rates are creeping up. Now, what does that mean as far as prices are concerned, which is where we started with? Well, here's what CoreLogic state by state, what happened to prices over the last 12 months. Check out this slide. It's the actual year-over-year percent change in prices. You could take a look at the United States overall. The average of the United States was 6.6%. They also forecast what they believe is going to happen over the next 12 months. And as you can see, that number drops from 6.6 across the country to 4.8 across the country. And if you look at PA, the change is 3.5. In New Jersey, it's 2.2%. So again, what's taking place? As demand and inventory starts to level off and get close to one another, we won't have that. You know, skyrocketing of prices. We'll have a moderate appreciation. I don't think that there's more I do think that there's more listings coming on the market. I think that prices will continue to rise, but not the same levels that they had over the last couple of years, because we're getting more of a balance between supply and demand. And again, the reason why prices are going up, supply and demand. Now, with all the increased prices and all these questioning about that's taking place, there are some people that are saying, wait a second, we're on the verge of another bubble. Let's take a look at this pie chart. According to last home price expectation survey, where they asked experts where do they see prices headed in 2018, these are the numbers. 21.6% believe the homes will appreciate by 6% or more, and 43.2% that appreciation is going to be about 4.5 to 6. And they can see another 20.4 sees between 3% and 4.4 and 5.7%. It's going to appreciate, but not more than 3%. So all these things saying that appreciation is slowing down. Well, we're not going to have that 6% appreciation. Maybe we'll have 4%. This doesn't mean prices are dropping. It means that the level of which they're appreciating is slowing, and prices dropping means a depreciation. And again, only 1.1%. Now, as far as mortgage rates are concerned, they kind of bounced around and didn't have that continued rise that we did in the first several weeks of the year. And now they're kind of bouncing around in a plateau. This chart shows you what I mean. But most experts agree that interest rates will continue to rise as we go further into the year. So I wanted to give you, which came from Freddie Mac, what would happen if someone purchased a $200,000 fully amortized loan over 30 years, with a difference in a monthly payment and what is the total interest paid at the end of the year. So if we have the interest rate starting at 4% and it goes up to 6.5, what the monthly payment will be and the total interest paid over that time. It's important that you understand waiting to buy right now might not make the best sense. I'm not just talking about first-time home buyers here, raving fans. Even that move-up buyer, that buyer who's thinking about, well, that's a really nice house around the corner, you know, a house I've always wanted, until we kind of settled on that house we're in now. Maybe it's time to do it. You don't want to wait any longer because it's going to cost you more money. It's a fact. So that's really the answer. Are people confident enough to go ahead and make that purchase? If they're thinking about buying a house now, prices are going up, interest rates are going up, why would they wait? If you're considering buying a home anytime in the near future, now's the time, not later. So with the prospect of continued strong economy and home prices going up, now may be a good time to consider putting your home on the market. Diane Cardano-Casacio here with the April report, and we'll see you at our next seminar on June 12th. All you have to do is go to Home Shark Seminar, that's Home Shark Seminar, and we'll see you at our next seminar.